All right, so let's have a look at the markets weekend edition. This week has been very interesting. I think last week I talked about Germany, and let's see. Let's start with the daily. Okay, so I was anticipating pullback. No, it wasn't Germany. It was getting this mixed up. It was FTSE. I was anticipating a pullback coming in to come lower than here and essentially be between here and here, right? But because of the speed, the strength that this came down with, I mentioned, well, we kind of have to wait a bit more now. I'm still inclined on the buy because when I look down at a lower time frame, I see this slowing down. Let's go to the hourly. And what I'm wondering now is how far this will come down before it goes up. And if it comes down in a slower manner and goes up with strength, more strength than we've seen previously, then I know that this is about to turn and blast up. But it's going to take some time before that happens. So let me say what I'm seeing here. Comparing this push down versus this push down. This one actually ended around about there. So comparing 1 and 2, it's clear that this second one currently is weaker than this first one. I say currently because we don't yet know this second one has ended. Let's assume that is the lowest point of it, right? And from now on, it's just going to range to confirm that this second one has indeed ended here. If it's ended here, what I'm seeing is these sellers are weaker than these sellers who pushed it down. They didn't go, they're weak in terms of length. So here to here is longer than here to here, number one. Number two, they seem to have come down in a more choppy manner, especially towards the end of it here. So this came down. It was at the beginning it was choppy and then it just came down, whereas here it's come down and it's become choppy. And looking at this choppiness, it looks as though we're seeing buyers come in so far. However, the buyers that are coming in haven't been able to essentially make a higher high. Each time they've made a lower low. This is lower than here and this is lower than here. And we're still, well, up until recently, we've made lower low. Just about, all right? If we're considering this a higher low to this one, what I want to see is a higher high, i.e. these guys taken out. And the reason why I say this is an interesting area, I say so because of a couple of reasons. One, we've been here before, and last time we were here, buyers came in and pushed it up to this point. We're now here one more time. Let's see what buyers want to do. Number two, why I say this is an interesting area, is the way that buyers, let's go into the hourly, we can see it better. The way that buyers seem to be showing up strength. Again, once again, at that area, the same area, right? Also, let's assume this is the lowest point. we could potentially see buyers come in when the market's open, and instead of sellers taking this down to this point one more time, buyers could essentially just take over. If that were to happen, that would be great, because we'll have this confirmed as a higher low to this, but it's not confirmed just yet. This is also of interest to me because this is such a nice area for buyers to branch out of. Although with this sort of triangle, it's more of a case of it's going to continue in the direction that it's going in, which means we're going down. But when there is a chance to break through, there are certain areas that we can use as a gauge of how strong the buyers are. So here, when prices get up to here, we can compare how strong the buyers are versus the sellers. We can also do so here. Ultimately, this is the guy that needs to be taken out, because this was the guy who made this last push down, right? This number 2 push down compared to the previous one. So ultimately, that is the guy right there. But before that, there are certain areas. So when prices reach here, it will be comparing the buyers to the sellers, and the same thing when prices reach here. We'll compare how the buyers respond versus how the sellers have responded, which is good news because it will give us an area where we can make a call on whether this is ready to turn at this level or it's going to go down some more. There is a potential this would go down, because although we have this area here, we also have this bigger area here, even all the way down to here. So if prices, let's go to the 4 hourly, if prices indeed comes down even more, then on this time frame, looking at this as push 1 and push 2 will now become void. It will become void because we'll have more data that essentially invalidates comparing this to look at when we're going to turn. So if prices come down even more, it'll be a case of comparing this push down versus this push down, and once again seeing who's stronger. If it does come down, I think they're very likely to come down with strength, meaning we'll have to wait a bit longer and make a comparison at a new level, most likely here, between here and here. But for now, I'm watching this closely to see how prices, how buyers respond. Are they going to push up one more time as they did? And if they do, are they going to break this area? It depends. It really depends. I want to see this. I think before prices come up to there is also this right here. So we'll need to see something more like this, I reckon. And then on a lower time frame, something like this before the blast up. I don't think we have the strength just yet. We as in the buyers, I don't think they have the strength just yet to go from here all the way up to here. I don't think they're strong enough. They still have these SNR to contend with, which is 7550. Let's have a look on the lower time frame. Yeah, round about here. But in fact, on this time frame, we have this to also break these guys up here. So before the 7550 level, before here, we have these guys up here. I think if buyers push up and break through these guys, we could see them. Okay, let me plot this out, see what we're likely to contend with. We could have a situation where prices break this level and uses it as SNR to blast past here. Potentially. Several possibilities in play for this coming week. One thing is for sure is if we are seeing a turn, then prices are going to hover around here and here for some time. Maybe. I say for sure. It depends on so many things. But right now, I'm liking what I'm seeing in terms of sellers dying out and buyers coming in. It's a bit too early to say for sure, but I am liking what I'm seeing. I do have in mind that prices can easily come to this level instead. So it could quite easily do that. And in that case, then this will be the new SNR, and we'll be comparing this versus this last push down. So it will be this versus this. And if that is the case, we'll again need to see another push down, because will be stronger than this. 2 will be stronger than 1, which means we'll need another push up and then down, and then comparing this to this. So this will be the new 2, and this would then be 1. That will be comparing that versus that. But all of this is way in the future. This will take several weeks to play out. But I am liking what I'm seeing. I think on this market, definitely preparing for potential buyers to come in. But again, it depends on so many things. I won't be able to say for sure just yet. But the way this, see on this market, even on this market, on this time frame, this looks quite decent as a move down. But if you go into a lower time frame, you see the details of it, and it's come down in a staggered manner. Which makes me think we're seeing a slow down move before a turn, potentially at this level, the same level. I think we're seeing the same thing in Germany. Yep. Although I am also in Germany, I'm also conscious that we could be seeing the formation of this head and shoulders move. And if that were to play out, then we're definitely going down across the globe, across all markets. But yeah, I'll keep a close eye on this. This coming week will be very interesting. My bias is on FTSE buy, based on what I'm seeing on the 4 hourly and hourly. But I want to see more signs that sellers are dying and buyers are coming in strong. So a bit more data to this, and I'll be able to make a determination whether this is ready to go all the way up. I think when the buyers do come in, they'll be aiming to get up to at least the 7,900, if not 8,000 level, because this is lagging behind other markets. And when they do come in, they're going to want to get up to catch up with the other markets quickly. All right, I'll leave this there for now. I'll have more videos as the days go, depending on whether more data is showing more bias to the buy side. That is my preference right now, the bias to the buy side on FTSE. All right, I'll leave it there for now. Bye for now.